As with many things in C++, the standard template library doesn't really make a whole lot of sense until you actually start using it. So when you hear about the standard library, you think STD. But when somebody mentions STL, you're like, wait, what is that? And they'll tell you it's the standard template library. Often confused with the standard library. They're two very different things. So the standard template library is a software library for C++, and it's influenced by the standard library. So they are two very different things, even though they usually come packaged together nice and neat. It provides four common components called algorithms, which is, a set of algorithms or programming logic that you can use, containers, which basically hold data, functions, which of course are exactly what we're talking about. The difference here is that you can make these things templates, and you also have iterators, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense until you really learn the rest of these here. But at its core, let's say you have a task like clean the house. I clean the house, you clean your house, somebody else cleans their house. You could turn that into a template, a generic standard way of doing things. Notice I said the word generic. Templates and generics are often used, interchangeably, and they're not the same thing. So C++ has templates where other languages have generics. So for example, C# and Java have generics, C++ has templates, but they do almost virtually the same thing. They allow you to throw different types of data into algorithms, containers, functions, and use iterators to go through them all. That gets really, really confusing. And you can feel free to read the rest of this here. But point being, until you actually see it in action, you don't really have that aha moment. And it gets very in-depth in terminology and technology. I like to actually show by example. So we're going to not really go into a lot of the theory here.